I am a strong, independent woman. I can do that. It's probably not the best way to start my day, honestly. Rewind. But ultimately, I don't think it's the best. Could be better. Oh, story time. I'm going to say this, but I don't know if I'm going to include it in this video because it's kind of really personal. Why does it look like this? Why does it look like this? Good morning, guys. Today is April 1st, and I just woke up. Like, genuinely woke up like 5 minutes ago. It is 8:38. I have not filmed in weeks, I don't think. I think it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've filmed anything. So I was thinking about yesterday how it is the first day of April, and I have just been in a slump, like a reading slump, a life slump. Like, I have just not been in it. So today I'm going to take a little self-care day, April refresh for myself. I'm going to just do things that make my body feel good and just talk to y'all about what's going on in life and how I'm feeling. I got to sleep in today. 8:30 is sleeping in for me because usually I wake up at like 6:30 or 7 o'clock because Zach actually makes me breakfast every single morning because I have the best husband ever. And he wakes me up with breakfast in bed. So I said to him yesterday, I love that you do that, but I want to sleep in today. So slept in. Now that means I'm in charge of my own breakfast, which I can do. I am a strong, independent woman. I can do that. So I need to make some breakfast. I need to take a shower. I need to take an everything shower. If you're a girl, you know what that means. And just relax today. I've been learning to crochet, which I've only crocheted like one thing. So let's not get our hopes high on the crochet thing. I only crocheted one thing and I'm not even like 100% finished with it, but I'd like to try again and crochet again today. And I was in a bit of a reading slump in March, but I did manage to read a couple of books in the last week that kind of reignited that reading slump for me. So maybe I'll get into some reading today. I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of like open to where the day goes for me. But I haven't been in front of the camera in a couple weeks, so it feels a little different, I guess. I don't know. It just feels a little wonky. So this is me getting back into the groove of things. We have been going since Friday, and it is Tuesday. So I said to my husband yesterday, this is my day off. I'm just going to focus on myself for today because this weekend was insane. I want to try and stay off of my phone today a little bit. Like, there's things I have to do on it, but I want to try and stay away from it as much as I can. And if I'm gonna watch TV today, I want to be doing something productive as I'm doing it. I don't want to just like sit and like veg out. I don't want to do that. But I do want to take it a little bit slow today. I'd also really like to do Bible time. This weekend, I just feel like other than church, I didn't have a whole lot of Bible time or prayer time. So I really want to do that today. So yeah, that's my plan for today. Let's see where the day takes us, y'all. Okay, y'all, instead of making breakfast, I heated up some leftovers. I have a quesadilla from a new restaurant that we tried it was like an hour away, and it's their like take on a quesadilla, and it has mac and cheese, shrimp, steak, fried onion strips, and like some vegetables. It was so good. Like, definitely gonna have to go back. So I'm gonna pray over this, eat it. It's probably not the best way to start my day, honestly. I'm gonna like write down some things that I'm wanting to get accomplished today for me. And I think the next step is gonna be getting in the shower and just like getting all of the self-care cleanliness things done that I want to get done today, because then I'll feel like I can do and take on the world today. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, freshly showered, and I'm gonna dive into my Bible time. I think in the season that I'm in life right now, I really need to have a lot more faith than I do. Like, I do all the things that I need to do mostly, like read the Bible and pray and just all the things that you think you should be doing. But I feel like right now I'm really struggling with faith in general. And I think the answer to that is just to be a little bit more dived in, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm looking at the Bible and looking at my prayer time as kind of an outsider who's trying to get in touch with Jesus, instead of looking at it as like he is sitting here with me and is hearing me, even if he's not nodding his head, even if he's not saying, okay, like he is here with me. And I think I'm just not using that viewpoint. So that's kind of my struggle right now in my walk. So I'm gonna dig into that. I am gonna take some notes. And then after I read the Bible, I haven't yet decided if I'm gonna blow dry my hair. So if it's like wet throughout the rest of this vlog, oh well. It's cold today, so there's not gonna be like an outside walk till maybe later. Maybe tonight. I don't know. My best friend's bridal shower is this weekend, and I am in charge of throwing it. And this is the first event that I have ever thrown. So I'm just hoping everything goes good, but I feel like I didn't procrastinate. Like I am on top of it, but there's not like a lot that I could do before this week, food-wise and that kind of stuff. I'm making a backdrop with my dad, and that is what I procrastinated on. I need to get that done like today or tomorrow, because it's the event is on Sunday and it's Tuesday and it's not done. So yeah, but I have a lot of people helping me, and I'm not like stressed about it at all. It's more just like I hope she really likes it, and I hope that it all goes smoothly, because I don't know, but it would give me the experience that I need to be able to carry on my business too. So it's like a good learning experience. I just have never done it before. Like when I had my bridal shower, everyone threw it for me. Like I had no part in it really. Like I just was like, this is what I'd want, and that's it. So that's been weighing on me too. That's making the life a little bit busier. So yeah, let me just dive into this for a little bit, and then I'll show you some of the hobbies that I've been working on and some of the hobbies that I want to get into after that. Because April is going to be what I'm calling my granny month. I want to like learn all the things that my grandma used to enjoy, because it just seems like such a simpler life to just, instead of sitting around watching TV all day, be like crocheting. Yeah, like that just sounds like so much more enjoyable. I've just always looked at it and been like, I've always just looked at it as, well, I can't do that, so I'm not going to. And instead of doing that, I want to be like, I'm gonna learn how to, because I totally can do that. So yeah, so I'll show you guys that after my Bible time, but this is sacred and I'm going to treat it as such. So I will see you guys after. Okay, Bible reading is done and accomplished. I thought I would show you guys, like I said, some of the hobbies I've been working on. And that's gonna start with my crocheting. Okay, now, this is the first thing. Now, rewind. When I was a kid, if you can hear Sadie's tippy tappies, disregard. When I was a kid, my grandma taught me how to crochet. And so I used to know how to do it, then didn't continue that at all. And so I was sitting at home the other day and I thought, you know what I'd like to learn how to do again? Crochet. So I literally just got out with my sister and bought some supplies. So I made this. It's the first thing that I've crocheted since learning how to do it again. I'm hoping to use it as like a washcloth, but I just wanted to practice. I need to get like a sewing needle because I don't have one, and I want to be able to work the like stringies back in to it instead of just like cutting them off. But I would say for the first thing, like you can definitely see some holes in there. She's not perfect, but like she's okay, you know? So I'm gonna do this a couple more times. I have still another half of this yarn left, and then I have another color that I bought. I'm gonna make a couple of those because I just want to get into the practice of actually doing it before I make something a little more advanced. So I'm gonna work on that today. And then I thought I would tell you guys the book that I'm gonna be reading next, and that is gonna be The Assassin's Blade. I know, I'm continuing the series. I'm reading this third, which you can either read it first or third, or like wherever you want in the story really. But I'm choosing to read it third, so I'm gonna dive into this a little bit today too. I want to make a puzzle wall where like when I complete a puzzle, I could put it in a frame and then have like a whole wall in my house dedicated to all the puzzles. So I might work on a puzzle today too, because I always get them done and then I have to like take them apart, and that's so sad to me. So yes, I also planted a tomato plant with my dad. She's germinating or whatever they call that at his house. So I might be a gardener this year. We're working on it. Those are like the hobbies I'm working on right now. And this is a hobby, if that's not apparent. I'm also gonna film a video today because it's April 1st when I'm filming this. I'm going to film a reading wrap up for March, which you'll see before this, even though I'm filming this before that. Weird interception there. So that's why I'm in my office right now, or my reading room. I don't know what I call this. I kind of go back and forth. But I'm going to film that right now before I go work on any of my hobbies. I just wanted to update you guys on what I'm doing. So if you see me in the same outfit, no you didn't. Cool. I thought I would also I have gained some subscribers in the past month, which is amazing, that people actually want to watch what I'm making. So I thought while I'm crocheting later that I will update you guys on where I'm at in life for people who don't know. I know a lot of people who watch these videos know me in real life, so they kind of know about me, but some of you don't. And so I figured I would tell you guys a little bit about my life and where I'm at. So that will be next, but now I have work to do. I don't call it work. I'm just working on my hobbies, but I have stuff I'm gonna do first, and then I will be back to crochet and chat. Okay, y'all, I just got done filming my other video, which I'm super excited about. I picked my TBR for next month, which I'm super excited to dive into today a little bit. I'm going to put my camera up, let it charge for a while, and just spend the next 3 or 4 hours before Zach gets home reading, crocheting, puzzling, anything that just brings me happiness today. And then a little bit later, I'm not gonna crochet just yet. I'll probably do that tonight or just later in the day. I'm not 100% sure, but I do want to come back to you guys after my camera charges and just have a little crochet and chat about life in general. And then I will be back with you as soon as this camera is ready for that. Yeah, so sit tight. Y'all, it is now Wednesday. Sadie's joining me. I think the last time I filmed was on Monday, and I was talking about how all the things I was gonna get done. It's Wednesday. After I filmed the last clip, I did get some more stuff done, but I ultimately took a nap and didn't get all the things done that I needed to get done. As you can see, my hair still looks like a mess. Didn't style it today. This is what we're working with. Sadie didn't style her hair today either, so I feel seen. But I did promise you guys I would do a crochet and chat with me. So I thought I would start by showing you what I've already done. I haven't crocheted anything of use so far. Maybe kind of, but not really. I just wanted to practice the basic doing it, holding it, stitching it, doing the whole thing. So that's what I did. I went out and bought 2 small things of yarn. So I bought this, super tiny. It was $1. And a crochet needle, and I just started. I looked up online how to crochet for beginners, because like I said, I've already known how to, but I just needed to relearn how to. The first thing I wanted to try and crochet was just a square, which I figure I can use as a washcloth or something. It looks like this so far. As you can kind of see, I think there's some holes in her. We're still very much learning. I need to figure out how to weave the ends of these in, but that'll be done. And then I got a little bit better on this one. I don't know what this is. This was just me practicing, but I got a little bit better. There's less holes, there's a couple, but there's less, and it's a lot tighter, which is what I wanted. I wanted to figure out how to make it tighter. Now, people in the crochet community, please tell me, is this normal or am I doing something wrong? That it bends? Does that make sense? It rolls in on itself. I don't know how to make it stop doing that. Maybe it's supposed to do that. I don't really know, but mine does that. So if you have any tips for your girl, let me know, because yeah, I'm still learning. But I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. It's just do 2 more square-ish type things that I'll probably use to clean and just practice. But I thought while I do that, I could kind of update y'all on life and what's going on and reintroduce myself a little bit for people who might not know who I am. I just lost that crochet needle I showed you guys, so hold on. She's here somewhere. Ah ha 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 ha. She's found. Anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be crocheting. If you wanna crochet with me, cool. If not, you can just listen to me talk too. That'll work. Also, Sadie's really up and moving. So if you hear panting or like tapping or whatever it is, disregard. Also, I'm still trying to figure out how to hold the yarn. I think I'm doing okay, but ultimately I don't think it's the best. Could be better. Life updates. It's April. I think I said that already. Updates. I'm getting my house kind of where I want it. Right now, the couch is kind of in an interesting position, but I'm trying out the angle of it to see if I like that better, because in our living room, there's these 3 giant windows right next to each other, which is what I'm filming in front of right now. And the couch was in front of the windows and I hated it because I like to actually look out the window and I couldn't do that. So I put the couch on this wall, but there's something on this wall that it's in front of, like a fake fireplace thing, which it obviously can't stay there. But I'm thinking if I like this angle, I'll move the fireplace to a different corner. So we're just trying out the angle at the moment. But my house is almost to where I want it. I'm hopeful that in the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to host something, like host a family game night or something here, because I feel like it's to that point where like she's doing okay. Like we can have people over and it doesn't look like I just moved in. I still need to get things for the walls and stuff, but like for the most part, she's looking pretty okay. I'm still getting in the hang of things of being a stay-at-home wife. I feel like the past couple of months, it's really taken me a while to get into a rhythm of like not being selfish with my time, because at first it felt like I just want to do whatever I want to do and I have the time to do that. And I do have the time to do that and I still can do kind of whatever I want. But my main responsibility in life right now is to be a wife, and that wasn't on my list of things I wanted to do, if that makes sense. And so I have to kind of like see it as work. It's fun work. I love being a wife. I love my husband more than anyone else in the entire world, but it's still work to like take care of him and take care of our house and take care of things. So I'm trying to reroute my thinking on that, but I think I'm doing okay. I went through a little slump in March of not wanting to film anything, not really doing anything to film. Like there was nothing I could film really because I wasn't really doing anything. And I don't know what that was, but I feel better now. I feel back a little. This is kind of my intro vlog back into filming. Hold on, I gotta like focus for a second. Okay, she started. I can resume talking now. Oh, story time. So I live in Southern Indiana, which a lot of places say they're Southern Indiana, aren't. I'm like very Southern Indiana. But the reason I didn't film yesterday, which was Tuesday, is because we had bad storms coming. Like everyone, now don't get me wrong, we are inching our way towards Tornado Alley. But most of the time when the weatherman's like, there's gonna be severe weather, we're all kind of like, okay, we'll see, you know? I have tornado anxiety because of something that happened when I was a kid. But, so I'm always a little weather aware, let's just call it that. So I was very aware of what the weathermen were saying. I follow like our local weather people and I follow different people who just watch the weather in our area. And everyone was basically saying like, this is gonna be crazy, which it was. If you live in the Midwest or like kind of the South, it was crazy. It was crazy. There was like 200 tornado warnings throughout the evening. So it was crazy. But we went to our friend's house who have a basement and just hung out there. We ate and just had community around us. But it was really scary. I'll like put a picture up of We had personally coming towards us one tornado warning, and I think that this picture is the one that was for specifically us. So yeah, when I saw that picture, we obviously didn't know we were in a basement and had no idea what it like actually looked like outside, but we couldn't really hear anything. Like we could kind of hear what like the wind, but like we really couldn't hear a whole bunch. And so yeah, it was kind of surprising when we saw this picture. We were like, oh, that makes sense why there was a warning out. But there was so many. We were watching the whole night. There was so many tornado warnings the whole time. And I hate tornadoes with a passion. I don't understand why God made tornadoes. Like, I don't know why. Like, what's the point of that? I don't know. I have so many questions. So yeah, I need to like buy a storm shelter or something. We do not have a basement. Our house does not have a basement, which is like the one thing that our next house will have. We will have a basement because I can't, I get so scared when there's storms out here. So yeah, that was Tuesday. That was the whole day I was just checking the weather and like being so aware and like preparing because we didn't know what was gonna happen. So yeah, we had no idea what was gonna happen and we were terrified. So that was my Tuesday. So that's why Wednesday's here. We still have severe weather and we have another severe weather threat in a couple of days that we have to pay attention to. So it's not over. Spring has sprung and yeah, I'm not loving it at all. I hate it actually like really bad, but there's not much I can do. I'm going to say this, but I don't know if I'm going to include it in this video because it's kind of really personal and some people know, some people don't. Obviously, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that Zach and I had the unfortunate incident of a miscarriage at the end of last year, which we're still kind of healing from, but we would really like a baby. Like, that hasn't changed. There was a couple of months where I was like, never gonna have kids again because that was so scary and so stressful, and why would I put myself through that again? And it was all really just like denial and my way of coping, I guess, of just being like, I'm never doing that ever. But obviously I do still want a baby, and so does Zach. We are in the process of trying, which I never thought I would ever say. I'm really young, obviously I'm 22, and there's a lot of things people don't teach you or talk to you about, especially regarding pregnancy and loss, and the whole thing is just so taboo to talk about, which I don't understand. I hope that my generation and the generation after us changes that, because I hate that it's so taboo to talk about. Because even now, I'm like, should I even be saying what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's such a taboo topic, and I hate that. So yeah, it's just hard to talk about. But we do still want a baby, and trying to conceive, which I think I don't know, I'm new to the abbreviations in the conception world. No, that's not it. The pregnancy world, but I think they call it TCC journey, our trying to conceive journey. So far we've only tried for 1 month, which I know, you guys, you're gonna be like, obviously it didn't happen in the first month. I know. But the thing is, the last time I got pregnant, we weren't trying. We weren't not trying, obviously, but we weren't necessarily like, let's, track everything and whatever. And it happened really quickly. We got married in June, pregnant in October. And so it all happened really fast. And we didn't have to try, like, literally at all. And it just happened for us. And so I just figured that would happen again. Like, I wouldn't have to try and it would just happen. And so like we did track everything and whatnot. So we did try, but I thought it would just happen because it happened last time. Why would it not just happen again? And it did not happen. And that was really hard. That was last week. That was really hard to deal with because I thought it would just happen and it didn't. And I know people try for years sometimes and it doesn't happen for them. But I don't know. In my head it was gonna happen the first time and it didn't. And that was kind of like disappointing, I guess. But obviously I'm not past it, but like, okay, we'll try again, But yeah, so that's like something that's going on. that we're kind of dealing with. Recently, that's kind of been, I guess you could say, my biggest stress. I don't really have that much stress in my life at the moment, but I guess you could say that that's kind of a stress. It's more just like a constant thought more than a stress. It's just something I'm constantly thinking about. Moving on from that was kind of heavy. I don't even know if I'm gonna include that in the video. If I do, I might edit what I said, but I know we have a trip planned in May that we can hopefully go on, and a lot of fun things this year that are gonna happen. This weekend coming up, for me personally, is my best friend's bridal shower, which I am throwing. I think I maybe mentioned that earlier, which I'm not stressed about, but definitely like, hopefully it all goes correctly, because the day before is when we're supposed to have another really bad storm. So I'm hoping that doesn't pan out, or at least pan out bad, and that everything will be fine for the next day and we'll get everything ready. I'm in charge of everything. So if it is bad and she doesn't like it, that's on me. Although I think I've done a really good job so far. I hope that if you're on a crocheting journey as well, that you're doing good. I have done, see, look, crocheting community, please tell me, is this normal? Like, why is she wrapped? Why is she, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong, you guys? I don't understand. Like, that shouldn't look like that. Right? Like, it shouldn't look like that. Anyways, if you know crocheting, please comment down below. Why does it look like this? Why does it look like this? I don't understand. Anyways, this is what I've done since I've started talking to you. 2 rows. Cool. If there's any videos that you want to see or any topics that you want me to talk about, leave them down below, because I do read every single comment. I do respond. I do love hearing from you, especially the people I don't already know in real life. The people I know in real life, we talk. Everyone's like, I love your videos. Which also is such an awkward conversation when people are like, I saw your YouTube video. What'd you think? You know, like that's me. I'm like, what do I respond to that? Cool. I don't know. But if I don't know you, I hope that you'll comment, because I'd love to meet you. I'd love to talk. And I'd love some advice on my freaking this thing. So that's my life so far this year. I hope that the Lord is blessing you in so many amazing ways this month and this week. I hope that spring for everyone this year is just a chance for new beginnings and new starts, because that is what it is for me. I can't wait to see you in my other videos that I'm going to film this month. And I think that's all I have for you today. So I guess this is goodbye.